Hello, makers and crafters, puppet masters, greater creators and theatrical fabricators. My name's Jack, spelled like yak, and welcome to another video. The first thing about this new video is I have a place to stay, and so does Sabrina. So where am I? I am upstairs from the Portland Puppet Museum. That's right. After pretty close to a year of homelessness, I now have a place to stay. And look, there's marionettes. Okay, so this place isn't permanent. I'm going to be here for a month, but it's warm, it's cozy, there's a great shower. It's really marvelous. Yesterday I went to my storage unit, grabbed a bunch of plastics, grabbed a bunch of supplies, tools, all my bins. I'm ready to rock. I used a stove this morning to cook breakfast and coffee. Remnants of vegan cheesesteak. Look, doll houses. And clocks. I've commandeered the dining room table for puppet drawings. As a message to my patrons, I just really wanted to make an update because things are improving. Things are partly improving because of you, because of your support. And with that said, I want to welcome two new patrons. Thank you, John Washburn and Joe of Asgard, who have just joined. I'm really hoping that now I can start to deliver on all the promises that I've made regarding puppet kits and plans and patterns. Life is getting a little bit easier, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so this is kind of a secret. I've been offered kind of the dream project, at least for the next month. I have to build the most complex marionette I've ever even attempted. 22 strings plus 11 facial gestures. And it'll be in a movie sometime maybe before the end of this year. One of the reasons I think this series of videos is going to be very interesting is because I'm going to be learning along with you. There's a lot of things that I have built over my lifetime in terms of marionettes and some of the tricky things that go into puppets. I've built all these things that are going into this puppet, but at much larger scale. The thing that's crazy about this particular project is I'm going to be packing 11 facial features into an area about the size of a large chicken egg or a small Roma tomato. For this reason, a lot of the videos that I'm going to make over the next couple of months, or weeks really, I'm going to make them all over the next couple of weeks, but I'll probably publish them over the next couple months because I obviously have signed NDAs. There's going to be things that I can't show you. So I'm going to have to save some of that stuff for later after the NDAs have expired or the movie is out or whatever. But everything that I can show you is still going to be kind of secret. I'm just going to make it for patrons. So none of this stuff will be public on my channel. Basically, only patrons will get to see this stuff. At least until, the movie's out and then I expose it to everybody. What that means is that you're probably going to see some of my frustrations in this video as well. A lot of the stuff that I've done, I've kind of made things look a little bit easy, or I've truncated things. I've kind of gotten past some of the worst stuff. This is not going to be like that, I don't think, because what's going to happen is there's going to be all these parts where I'm figuring it out and trying to learn how to do something I've never really done, at least not at this scale. Anyone who's been following my comic Trucked Up has probably noticed that the comic has stopped for a little while. I think it's temporary. And the reason is because I've got 4 weeks, actually 3 weeks now, to finish the most complicated puppet I've ever done. So one of the challenges of this project is that most of the stuff that I use to build puppets is not here. I've got a few things here, but I'm mainly going to do clean stuff because this is a nice cottage-like setting and I don't want to get, dirty, sawdust and plastic and everything everywhere. So I'm going to still be doing a lot of the work at my truck, which still doesn't run. Hopefully this job will give me money to repair the motor. But that's where all my tools are. That's where my dusty workstations are. And my storage unit, which I'm going to have to, rifle through to pull a whole bunch of stuff out. And those are all the way on the opposite end of Portland. So I'm going to be doing a lot of driving back and forth, I'm afraid. So I'm going to have to really work on how to do this project where I can get everything done in a particular space done at a certain time before moving to another space. Anyway, I can't tell you how excited I am for this project. It really is kind of a dream job, and it's everything that I'm good at and am challenged by and am interested in, and it's all in one place, and you guys are going to get to see it. And I can't thank my patrons enough, because really the last year has been tough. It's not been the toughest year of my life. Believe it or not, things have been worse in the past. But it has been a difficult year, and I could not have done it. I couldn't have stayed in my storage unit and made sure that I had food and all kinds of things that came up, that the Patreon funding that came from you guys was really a stopgap between me really having to make more difficult choices than I did make. Prevented me from getting rid of tools that I would need, prevented me from losing my storage unit, perhaps to, an auction or something like that. There's all kinds of things that this Patreon has really kind of rescued me from and given me the opportunity to do more interesting things like you're going to see in the next series of videos in the future. And there aren't words for that. Thank you. Anyway, look forward to more content soon. I just wanted to give you an update, and I'm so glad that things are turning in a better direction. Ciao.